I am officially 2 years old now in this forex trading industry, and join me in this video as I show you how I have grew in terms of knowledge, discipline, and how I have stayed consistent even till now. There's obviously been a while here on YouTube. To some, it might appear to them that this guy has give up, he has given up. But I tell you, my brother, I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. I'm still on this game, and it's a do or die. Trusting God for help till something great starts to come out. I'm presently serving my father's land, and I'm in Benue State, Ipam Baterif. Presently serving in a secondary school, Royal Child Academy. I'm trusting God that during this my service year, I won't just serve my father's land. At the same time, I also invest in myself. Um, and by the end of the year, when I will be going back to Abuja, I will be fully ready to face life. This April made it 1 year, we made it 2 years rather, that I've been in this trading industry. I remember back then I messaged one of my boss when we were in school. It was in final year. I think I was in final year. I was in T1 level at that time, and he gave me a link to read. That was Baby Pips. I began to study Baby Pips. Before you know, I took a course on Udemy. Then I finished the course. Before you know, I registered for Abbey Forex Academy. But one of the mistakes I made when I started trading was I begin to invest, having seen different lifestyles online. Then I begin to invest without a proper knowledge of forex, and before you know, what happens to almost every beginner trader has happened to me, and I lost the fund before you even that's what happened when you lost the fund before you even enter forex trading. Oh, it would have been a great joy when you enter forex trading when and you still have enough funds at the stage of your learning. Now, I was reading a book recently, a book of Mark Douglas, the disciplined trader, and he explained how what he had before he moved. He lost his car, his house, and all he had left was his job. And at that point, it used to be appear to him that what defined him was his car and his houses, and so then later I realized that this thing didn't actually define him. His ability to think, that was what actually defined him. Before you know, he was able to remodel his life, reshape his life, and before you know, he was able to become self-disciplined, and he appeared to become a profitable trader. So over the years, I've learned that what actually worked is not just looking for a very profitable trading strategy. What works is looking to get yourself composed together. Now today, I did a research today. I entered ChatGPT and I searched what is the problem of forex traders. You know, there was one word that this ChatGPT gave me, said disciplined, and that's what every one of us battles with. You know, I started forex trading now for 2 years now. I can tell you there are times that I would have made it to the profit account that I was trading, but because of a few losses I will have, my emotion will be so disbalanced and I won't be able to continue trading. And there will be opportunities in the forex market, and I won't be able to continue because my psychology has been disbalanced. So now, recently, I begin to realize that okay, this game is more of psychological. So if this game is more of psychological, why didn't I focus on the psychological? Knowing that my strategy is already perfected, but if I can be psychological balanced, self-disciplined, and not impulsive in my decision, then I can be productive. Then I discovered this rule, these 10 trading rules. I don't know if any of you know have idea of what that means. I will look for a picture of it and attach it to this video. The 10 trading rules explains how you can manage your psychology, not depending your success in a trade on just one win or one loss or two loss or three loss. Now, when you take a trade now, let's say you have a good strategy that gives you up to 1:3 or 1:2 RR. So if you take 10 trades, and out of the 10 trades you lose 5 and you win 5, automatically your wins will be times 2, being that your risk to reward ratio is 1 to 2. So that means your wins is over 10 and your loss is 5. You understand? If you begin to check this thing out, you realize that psychology is actually the problem. If you stay true and even after 5 losses you still continue to maintain your psychology and be disciplined, not becoming afraid, not doing revenge trading, before you know, you still be in profit. Okay, if five trading is too much. Okay, let's say you win four and you lose two, you lose six. Automatically, directly, you have six losses, which is six RR. You've lost like, let's say are risking 1%. That means you've lost 6% of your account. But you win four trades. So you have four winners. That means 4 times 2. That's 8. That means you have 8 RR, 8%. So 8 minus 6. That's 2. That means you are still up on 2%. So this thing is more of psychological. If you can actually keep yourself balanced, if your the win rate of your psychology is tested, then continue. You don't have to trouble yourself or worry yourself. All you just need to do is make sure that you balance your psychology. If we have knew this earlier, when I started with Jeffrey Messi strategy, I would have just stayed on it. I think the strategy is profitable. But at the point when I attended academy, I begin to see SMC before you know, I moved to SMC. Then from SMC, I begin to trade with higher time frames, 4 hours time frame. Then this 4 hours time strategy that we're using, I will create my zone on 4 hour strategy zone. Then I will wait for price to give me a liquidity, something in form of liquidity, that price will come back after a break of structure to come back to check. I will show you guys on my screen now. As I was saying, please. So I started to work with this strategy where on a 4 hours time frame, I once I see something like this that breaks structure to the upside, then I mark this one. I mark it, and I wait for price to come, give me something like this, then tap into it, then boom. So I begin to trade that strategy, and I think that is what they call Quasimodo. I don't know. Then I begin to trade this strategy, and before you know, I was able to, sometimes I will have 1:5 RR, 1:6 RR, 1:7 RR profit. But before that, I will have like 3 loss. So this strategy, when I was trading, is kind of have low win rate, but at the same time, I was profitable. I was gathering myself together. I was the knowledge I was getting to be happy about that. Okay, at least there's hope. Before you know, I'll be profitable. Let me continue with this. And I saw another strategy that's kind of similar to this, but give me trades more often. At the same time, it's more perfect than this one. Then I hopped to that. Though there's no crime in trying to perfect your strategy. It's also SMC. It's not like I moved to another strategy on as a whole. It's also SMC. But looking at this, I was like, okay, let me try to learn more so I can perfect my trading style. Then I learned ABCD strategy. When you have price go like this, A, then break structure, then come back to take the structure as an inducement, then boom to the upside. And this will be your A, and this will be B. Sorry about my distance, and this will be your C. Then this is how I continue to learn from one point to another. So over time I've moved from one strategy to the other, from trend line to chart pattern, candlestick, and so on. So imagine if I stay on the one strategy and I try to perfect my own self, try to become more self-disciplined, I wouldn't have lost money the way I've lost money in forex trading. But now that I'm trying to understand it, presently I'm trading on a competition account, trusting God, if I'm able to win this competition, to be a great thing for me, to really help me. So I am trying, and one of my major reasons for trading this competition is not just because of the reward, but also to be able to find myself and to be able to know that, okay, I can actually trade, balance up my trading, and at the same time, even in the midst of prayer, be disciplined. So what I'm trying to say now is that over the years, I've learned that what works is not switching from one strategy to the other. What works is to be self-disciplined. That's what works, to be sincere. So to every beginner trader just like me, I urge you to stay self-disciplined. Be disciplined, please. Focus more on yourself. The market won't change. Market will continue to be market. The erratic movement of market will always continue to be market, and it will always continuously give opportunity. So what we have to change for you to be profitable in market is you. So if you be profitable, it has to be you. If I will be profitable, it has to be me. So most of the time, we work on some of our habits. When we work on some of our habits, then before you know, we'll be profitable. All right, guys. So the conclusion of the whole matter now is that after 2 years, I realized that stay self-disciplined, bro. Don't jump from one strategy to the other. Stay self-disciplined. If we have realized this right from time, we wouldn't have lost our capital to the market. Now we struggle. We struggle to raise capital. We struggle to make everything work. And but this is a phase where you understand. It's just like an equilibrium. Yeah, we are in an equilibrium stage where if a fund comes in now, you know what to do with it. You don't just lose the money anyhow to the forex market because you've learned of it. You've learned of it. You've been trained by it. You've been trained by it. You've been trained by it. You understand that this is not emotion, a game of emotion. I remember when I first started, there are times that when I'm losing, I'm sweating. When I'm losing, I'm getting angry. But when I'm winning, I'm happy. There's joy, this joy. And when the winning turns to loss, I became very angry again. So now we realize that this is not a game of emotion. If it's a matter of emotion, there will be nothing. There will be no progress. So after 2 years, I'm telling you that I'm not yet profitable the way it should be. But I believe I'm going to be very profitable because I'm not giving up. And this is why you should also have a supporting skills, another job that you are doing that is actually helping you. Me, I'm a brand designer. I do designs. So this has been a source of income for me that helps me to be able to fund forex market sometimes. So this same advice I also give to beginner traders like me, that you should also have an income, probably a place you're working, have another income that is not forex, so that your emotion won't be too disabled or disbalanced because all your focus is on what you will get from forex. You will get a lot from forex, but start from your side hustle. Then your side hustle, you invest to forex. Before you know, forex will give you a reward. Like Ejimi will say, forex is with the money you lose at the early stage of your forex is like a school fees that you are paying. So thank you for watching this video, guys. If you find this video helpful or enlightening, you can give this video a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe. And you can also share this video to a few of your friends or other beginners traders, so that they can also learn a few things that I've learned over the year. So thank you for watching to the end. Thank you. I appreciate you.